Michael Oliver's consistent bias against Arsenal, time for accountability. Welcome back to Stay Humble TV. Today, we're diving into the issue that Arsenal fans have been talking about for years, Michael Oliver's constant bias against Arsenal. We've seen it time and time again, decisions that always seem to go against Arsenal, even in situations where there's no logical reason. In this video, we're going to break down why we think Oliver has a pattern of unfairly targeting Arsenal, and how we need to start questioning why this keeps happening. 1. Michael Oliver's repeated poor decisions against Arsenal. Let's start with the Wolves vs Arsenal game today, where Lewis Kelly was shown a harsh red card. It wasn't dangerous or reckless, just a challenge. But Michael Oliver made a decision that left fans scratching their heads. And it's not the first time. This is a pattern we've seen from Oliver over and over again. Arsenal always seems to be on the receiving end of decisions that make no sense. We've all been frustrated by these calls, whether it's penalties, red cards, or other key decisions that swing in favor of the opponent. And every time, Oliver backs himself and PGMOL defends his decisions, no matter how wrong they are. 2. The pattern of bias, always against Arsenal. Now, this isn't just about today's match, this is a long-standing issue with Michael Oliver's officiating in Arsenal games. Oliver has consistently made decisions that favor the opposing teams, and it always seems to go against Arsenal. Whether it's letting fouls slide, ignoring clear penalties, or handing out questionable red cards, Arsenal is always the team that suffers. We can't keep dismissing this as bad luck or poor decision-making. This looks like a pattern of bias, and it's a serious problem. 3. It's not about individual decisions anymore, it's the consistency of it. Why is it that every time Oliver officiates an Arsenal game, there's controversy? Why does he never seem to get the calls right when it's Arsenal involved? It's like we're seeing the same story play out over and over again, and fans are starting to wonder if this bias is intentional. 4. Why is Michael Oliver always against Arsenal? Here's the question we need to start asking ourselves: why does Michael Oliver always seem to make decisions against Arsenal? It's hard to believe this is just poor decision-making or coincidence. If PGMOL do not overturn red card, we know for sure there is bias against Arsenal. Is there something deeper happening, some kind of bias, or even a subconscious agenda? Or is there some personal animosity we don't know about? Whatever the reason, it's clear that this pattern of bias cannot continue.